So the Colts have fever players out. Sophie was not there, but they give everyone jerseys, and Caitlin Clark, grew up in Iowa, is a Chiefs fan, refused to wear the Colts jersey. She just held it up like this. And she hasn't gone out and said, like, I didn't do it because I'm a Chiefs fan, but the internet was like, she's a real one.
I love it.
And it's just like...
Okay, so this interview that Sophie Cunningham just released has everyone talking. She swore at being a leader. After criticizing the league, she added some really scathing remarks on Caitlin Clark. Everything about this is crazy. Sophie simply didn't hesitate for a moment. In all honesty, it's likely the most genuine thing we've heard in months. What do you think, then? Was Sophie being completely truthful, or was she merely stirring things up once more? In any case, let's get started because her most recent interview was excellent. Furthermore, are you currently watching the finals?
I guess watched.
No.
Hell no. I haven't watched a lick of the WNBA. I don't know what's going on. I talked to my teammates like the day that we did exit interviews and all of that. And I haven't, I need a cleanse. Like, I'm booking vacations. Wes, we need to go on a vacation and do a podcast.
Before we go any further, let's clarify a few things. Sophie has never been afraid to voice her opinions. She will make fun of her own team. She will yell at the WNBA front office or even use profanity in passing during an interview. Sophie consistently manages to say exactly what everyone else is afraid to say. However, she really went off over everything this time, man.
I can win and roam it. Like, I can be like, I'm here. They brought, I'll put this shit on. Her not doing that is so incredible. I hope she knows how awesome that was.
You said it yesterday, and I was like I'm not surprised by it. I'm not, because you know what? Everyone's always trying to get her to wear something or do something, and for her to be like.
Thus, this took place in a rather relaxed atmosphere. Back in Missouri, Sophie recently joined the Show Me Something podcast. She was talking as if no one was listening while drinking coffee from a mug. There was absolutely no polished PR tone or media filter. Sophie being who she truly is. And here's the thing. Somehow, she was able to make every WNBA headline that has been making waves in between articles on horses, the weather, and even pregnancy fever, Caitlin Clark in particular. Let's actually begin with that section first. Do you recall how the Indiana Fever players were recently invited to a game by the Indianapolis Colts? Everybody received a Colts jersey. Isn't that a sweet little PR move? However, Caitlin Clark wasn't exactly cooperating.
Colts have fever players out. Sophie was not there, but they give everyone jerseys, and Caitlin Clark, grew up in Iowa, is a Chiefs fan, refused to wear the Colts jersey. She just held it up like this. And she hasn't gone out and said, I didn't do it because I'm a Chiefs fan, but the internet was like, she's a real one.
I love it.
And it's just it's so good. So good.
She is a huge Chiefs fan and was raised in Iowa, correct? She simply refused to put on the Colts jersey when they gave it to her. She merely held it up, literally. That's all. No phony smile, no wearing it. Her response was simply, yeah, thanks, but I'm good. Naturally, the internet exploded with activity. Memes were spreading like confetti on Twitter as fans referred to Caitlin as a real one and said she was remaining faithful. Sophie then added her voice. To be honest, her response was precisely what you would anticipate. She stated bluntly, "That was fantastic. I hope Caitlin is aware of how awesome that was." Then she chuckled and said, "It doesn't even surprise me. She is exactly like that." Now, keep in mind that Sophie wasn't there at the game. She claimed to have left before the event. However, she was unable to quit building Caitlin up after watching the video online. She described Caitlin's decision to forego donning that Colts jersey as amazing and genuine. And you see, she's absolutely correct. That kind of authenticity really jumps out in a league where everyone is expected to play nice and follow the PR script, even though it seems like such a tiny thing. In essence, Sophie stated that her favorite event of the week was Caitlin's moment. She also made a joke about how Caitlin could have simply grinned while wearing it. However, it was made even sweeter by the fact that she refused to give in. In all honesty, this instance reveals a lot about the reasons why supporters adore these two athletes. Unapologetically, Caitlin Clark is herself. Sophie Cunningham speaks loudly and without apology. Additionally, supporters truly like seeing the rare instance of mutual respect when an outspoken athlete acknowledges another. That was only the beginning, though. as Sophie continued on. She also delved into her own recent scandals, particularly the one in which she cursed at WNBA executives and was subsequently punished for it. Recall her tirade in which she claimed that league execs are completely ignorant of basketball. Yes, that Sophie essentially stated in this interview. Yeah, I said it, and no, I'm not taking it back. She gave a flawless explanation. I won't take back what I said, but perhaps my delivery could have been more clear. I might have been a little harsh, but it's also just me, she continued after laughing. Isn't it a very Sophie thing to say? It's half mic drop, half apology. She even said that she wants to pay more attention to her speech since when she swears, people assume she is ignorant. She stated clearly, people assume I'm illiterate when I swear, but I know what I'm talking about. I simply swear. To be honest, that's a valid point. Her entire brand is centered around her enthusiasm. The host then directly questioned her if she regretted her remarks regarding Kathy Engelbert or the league office. Sophie didn't think twice. No, I meant every word, she said. I may have been wrong to swear, but I did mean it. Fans wish more athletes had that kind of direct honesty. No need to tread carefully. There is no covert media training. She is merely expressing what everyone has already thought. Here's the problem, though. Sophie talked about more than just herself. In fact, she nearly unknowingly defended Caitlin Clark once again. Hell no. She answered emphatically when asked if she had been watching the WNBA finals. I haven't watched any WNBA games. I'm taking a vacation. Good luck to whoever wins, she continued. To be honest, I don't give a damn who wins. Now, she made a really good point before anyone criticizes her for it. She claimed that she simply needed to unplug following a demanding season full of drama, mayhem, and injury. And many players experience that, but they never publicly acknowledge it. Sophie clarified that when you're in it, competing daily, and something goes wrong, you need time to regroup. It hurts to see other teams play immediately after you've lost. Therefore, it wasn't shade when she claimed to be on a WNBA cleanse. Rather, it was just exhaustion. And really, who can blame her after this season? She has been unwinding, spending time with her family, and attempting to lead a modest life. She continues to use her sardonic one-liners to remind everyone why she's so funny in the interim. I'm planning vacations, she remarked. I'm done with it. Drama exists, but I'm finished. Let's talk about fashion instead, she joked. Only Sophie could simultaneously discuss peacocks, Christmas vacations, and league findings. It actually revealed something deeper. So let's take a moment to go back to that Caitlin Clark awkward moment. Sophie found it more than amusing. It seemed strong to her. She claimed that it demonstrated Caitlin's self-awareness and lack of concern for trying to win over everyone. In a league where players are always expected to be appreciative and polished, that is really uncommon. Sophie even expressed her hope. Caitlin understands the true significance of that brief moment. And what do you know? She is not incorrect. One of the most shared WNBA posts of the week was the video of Caitlin clutching the jersey. It conveyed assurance without uttering a single word. Fans completely agree with Sophie when she says that's wonderful because, let's face it, Caitlin Clark could have made the standard public relations move of grinning and throwing it on, but she chose not to. The supporters adored her for simply respectfully standing her stance. Because they are both genuine, Sophie can relate to her. They don't fabricate content for league approval or social media. Sophie changed topics later in the conversation, discussing how there are undoubtedly repercussions for being vocal in the WNBA. She believes that she speaks for athletes who are unable to express themselves in public. She genuinely feels accountable for speaking for them. I want to make sure I say it right because I represent a lot of people who don't say stuff, she said. She truly exhibits a fairly uncommon degree of self-awareness, don't you think? She is aware that her platform is important. She is aware that she is speaking for players who cannot afford to risk fines or losing sponsorships, not just for herself. And that is the thing that sets her apart. She makes a lot of noise. Yes, but it's more than simply noise. She genuinely gives a damn about what she says. She then revealed another gem that truly got fans talking. Sophie acknowledged that she still thinks many of the WNBA executives don't understand basketball when the subject of leadership was brought up. This is how she phrased it. Despite their lack of basketball knowledge, they may be competent business people. When she first shouted the line, it went viral on social media, and now she's going all out. She didn't change her mind. She didn't say sorry. She simply gave an explanation of her feelings, saying that the individuals who are making the most important choices for players don't appear to comprehend the game they're creating. To be honest, it's difficult to dispute that if you have been following Sophie for some time, you are aware that this is precisely what her fans anticipate from her. She is the player who expresses what everyone else keeps to themselves. The finest part is that she manages to remain charming even when she says something provocative. Everything she says sounds like half a stand-up performance and half an interview because of her energy, which is a crazy blend of country girl honesty and a don't mess with me attitude.